The crypto market is about to go completely mental. It's like really going to explode hard by the end of the year and the beginning of the next year, in my opinion. For now, things are a bit boring. People are giving up. They're not watching YouTube videos even anymore. Like nobody's here. So if you are still here, give the video a like to show that, the people that are really, desperate to make it are actually going to make it, man. I'm desperate to make it. We all gonna make it. It's about not giving up when everybody is giving up. So in this video, I would like to show you 10 unwritten rules that if you apply those or know about those, that you're definitely gonna make it in crypto. Now, I wrote them down, so there are now official written rules, by the way, so unwritten rules. And I want to show you exactly why these 10 things are so super important. And this is what I've been applying for my complete crypto journey, and that made me go from 0 to wherever the fuck I am right now, and it's going fantastic, and I want you to do the same, man. It's in no particular order, by the way, so it's all over the place. Definitely keep on watching because there are some valuable stuff in here. But one is especially for us as crypto investors or traders who have no experience in traditional finance. We're not that smart. All right, we're all stupid compared to the market. So do not try to outperform or outsmart the market. Okay, you can outperform the market, but do not try to outsmart the market, thinking like everybody is thinking this, so this is going to happen, so I'm so fucking smart, right? Like everybody needs to get wrecked in crypto, right? People here, for example, they made a lot of money, but did everybody make money right here? Of course not. Right? Like there is a certain amount of money in crypto, and one group of people walks away with most of that. And where did the money come from? From the people that got wrecked in this cycle. So be prepared that there's a very good chance that you are the one that's getting wrecked this time, right? So I will try to make sure that this community knows about this stuff. So we are not the ones that are getting wrecked, at least, right? But I mean, yeah, if somebody sold for 20K right here, who did they sell to? Well, to somebody who bought, right? And they rode it from 20K all the way to 3K. So there will be losers. So don't try to outsmart the market. And you can interpret that in many ways, right? Also, there's a whole group of people that always says this time is different. Right, this time is different. Now we are going to get an early cycle end. Maybe these people that say that this time will be right. But in my opinion, it's like not smart to do that, right? Because every time so far that somebody has said that this time is going to be different, it didn't end well, right? In the complete history of Bitcoin since 2010, it didn't end well, right? And it's very simple. I don't want to be too repetitive on this channel, but we got the 4-year cycle, top in 2013 and 2017 and 2021. Here people thought it was going to end and this time was different, and we went all the way down and they were like, you see, I was right. And then it went up again and it gave us that exact 4-year cycle again, like it always does, right? And we have the bottoms every 4 years as well. So the people that now say like, it's going to be like the end of this year or somewhere even earlier than that, like, hey, I mean, every time is a little different, of course, right? Like here we peaked in December 2017, here we peaked in November, so yeah, that's different. But a complete year difference, then something is really off. And so far I don't see that in the charts. So I don't know. A lot of people, I feel like, the ones that are getting wrecked right now, there's always a narrative for people to get wrecked. And the ones that are getting wrecked right now, in my opinion, are the people that feel like, yeah, this time it's going to end sooner, so I will sell end of 2024, right? And these are the people that are getting completely wrecked because that's the same as selling at the end of 2020, which was over here, right? Right before basically the parabolic move. So don't try to be smarter than the market. The market always knows how to wreck everybody, including me. Next is a kind of a combination between don't marry your bags and hype doesn't last forever. And it's basically just don't hold on to a certain coin for too long just because you love it so much and you think that that coin could maybe still one day return, because a lot of coins don't, right? And I have an example right here of a coin that we all know about, but that's doing nothing, which is XRP, of course, right? And XRP had an intense hype back in the days, of course. As you can see right here, this was a major blow off top. Now, on paper, it looks very well, right? XRP went from less than a cent all the way to $3, and this happened like in a couple of days, like in 10 days or something. It went so hard. A lot of people didn't even have the time to sell this. Right, so some people made a lot of money off of it, but the thing is, it went so fast that a lot of people, they missed out on this pump, and they still hold on to their bags and feel like, yeah, just wait. And we are now just waiting for 7 years, right? And that should tell you, like, you know, forget about this, move on to the next one, right? This is not coming back. And I'm not specifically talking about XRP. This could be anything and more over. You can even apply this better to a lot of meme coins out there, right? Hype doesn't last forever. There were a lot of meme coins back in the day that had massive hype, and that just like are nowhere to be found right now, because now there's the next best thing, right? So of course, if you are an investor for this cycle and you're looking to invest now and you want to just sell at the end of the bull market, find a good quality bag of altcoins that will probably last, right? Because of their narratives and the use cases that back it up. But, you know, especially when it comes to meme coins, I would say go in and out, right? Don't go and hold on for it for too long, especially not in a bear market, right? But that's what I would say. Don't feel like, yeah, but this coin one day will come back, because, yeah, this is the perfect example of people that have been investing in a stable coin for the last 7 years. Next tip is kind of the same, but not really. But also when it comes to altcoins, specifically also Bitcoin, but mainly altcoins. And with altcoins, I mean every single one of them, no exception, nothing, is in a bear market, sell everything, right? Sell everything. A lot of people, they get attached to what they have, especially if they make money with it, right? If you were in Solana, like, and you bought at $9 and you're not really the profit-taking kind of person, and you made a lot of money with Solana, there's a good chance that you will make some more money with Solana and the rest of this bull market. But in a bear market, you might feel like, Solana, you know, I made so much money. This is the exception, right? And although there are maybe some exceptions here and there, you don't want to bet your money on that. Everything gets completely wrecked in a bear market. Right? So, very clear, sell everything. Have no altcoins whatsoever in a bear market. Unless it is like, maybe, I don't know, that you invest in, let's say, a launchpad token, and that you want to keep participating in these launches, so that you don't hold the token because you want the token to go up in price, but to be able to have exposure to new launches, right? Even though that's not even great in the bear market, but then I can at least understand. But when it comes to token appreciation and the price, sell everything in a bear market, okay? The thing is that, you know, Bitcoin will come back. Even after a bear market, Bitcoin will be there. But there is no single altcoin that can kind of promise you, like even Bitcoin, we cannot fully promise that, but with altcoins especially, there's no altcoin that promises you that it will be back. You know, Ethereum might have like, yeah, okay, it goes on, and Dogecoin, it goes on. But even, these are just altcoins. And there's a chance that they will just die and not come back after the bear market, right? So be very careful with that. And even if you feel like, yeah, but I love this coin so much, then your strategy could be like, imagine that this is our next bear market, right? That you have Solana and you feel like, I love Solana so much. Okay, yeah, in that case, you can better sell it right here and buy it back, right? Then you have a way bigger bag. If you love it so much, you want to have more, I guess. You don't want to like make intense gains right here and then ride it all the way down. Then what you doing it for, right? Hoping for that this is the 1 in a million exception. Don't go for that. That's a dangerous game. Next up, being early is key. I mean, quality matters. It's not that I say that quality doesn't matter in crypto, although being early is better, right? There's a lot of crap out there that goes up, which has nothing to do with quality, but it just has the hype at the right time. And if you are early on that, then you can make it, man. Same as Dogecoin. By the way, I have Hex as an example right here. I like to give examples, but Dogecoin is same. It's not a narrative, like, it's not that the quality comes from the narrative, right? In this case, the quality comes from the hype. That's also quality, but when I talk about quality, I talk about coins with a good use case that are likely to stick around and have a reason, narrative-wise, to go up, right? Like an Avalanche, Chainlink, these are the high caps that I mentioned, but these will probably do well, right? But still, being early is way more important. I mean, again, if you look at Hex, for example, I was shitting on Hex in the whole bear market, and it even, when everything was going up, Hex had its separate bear market right here where it went down another 90% or so. And I remember a lot of people didn't like that, and I can understand if you invest in a coin and somebody talks bad about it, but, you know, here we go. I mean, this completely died, and we all know right now, by now, like Hex is like, it's not like what Richard promised it to be, right? It's not a good project. The thing is, though, that somehow he talked everybody into it at the right time, right moment, and everything, all the stars were aligned for Hex right here. The thing is, though, that it came down like, if you combine all Bitcoin's bear markets together and that you do that time 100, that's one single Hex bear market, right? This was really, if you bought it at the wrong time, your money vanished, right? On the other hand, you could have made a lot of money with it as well. And therefore, timing matters. And timing is even more important sometimes than the type of coins that you buy. So being early is really key. Even though it's a shitty project like this, or like whatever, again, it's not too bad, but it's just an example, okay? Even though it's not a great project, you can just buy it early, and if it has the right hype, you can make a lot of money with it. But then you have to take a step back to the previous thing that I mentioned, and that's don't marry your bags. And don't fall for a 7-year staking locking period or whatever, right? And sell it as well when you have profits, right? That's the most important thing. And that's the next one. Take your profits, right? Take your fucking profits, guys. It's so important. Most people in crypto, they don't walk away with money, right? And it's not because they don't make money. Making money with crypto is the most easy thing to do, right? If you look at the 4-year cycles and how everything is playing out, you just buy it low and you just wait, right? And then you make money. If you do not make money in this stage of the market, I don't know what you're doing. But the problem is, after people made that money, they don't know how to cash in that money. They think it will go up forever and ever and ever. They never take their profits, and then they ride the whole way back down, and then they can even get way more wrecked by, you know, selling it completely low. And then when it goes up again, they buy back, and FOMO and emotions, and you're going to completely fuck everything up. Okay, so that's not what you want to do, and that goes a little combined with the next one. Like, if you actually try to make 100x in crypto, you're doing something wrong. If you make 100x in crypto, you're lucky. And what do I mean by that? Well, here we go. This is also a great example, right? Just random, but this meme coin doc with that. It came out right here, super cheap, right? If you bought it right here or here somewhere, it's now more like higher than 100x, right? But let's say you put $1,000 in here and it did like a 10x. You have 10K. Are you not taking any profits on 10K, especially with a meme coin, right? This shit could be over any time, right? But okay, then it goes up 20x. You have 20K out of 1,000. You feel like, nope, not doing anything. Okay. But at a certain point, it goes 50, 60, 70, right? How are you not taking profits? You are a moron. Not because, and it's not because you feel like, yeah, no, but I'm so smart. This is going to 100x and I'm stupid if I sell it. No, the chance that it does 100x is so freaking small, especially with a meme coin. The odds are like 1 in 5 million, right? If you have any idea how many meme coins are being developed every second, then this is like winning a lottery, right? And you are literally going from $1,000 to 60K and you still keep betting all your money on that lottery? It's stupid, right? How many people try to do the same and they just were sitting at an 80, 90x and thought like, okay, a little bit and I'm in. And then, you know what I'm going to say, it goes down and it was all for nothing and you get wrecked and you wish you took profits, right? I've been in both sides of this. I tried to go for that 100x in the past and it didn't work and I wish I took my profits. I also took my profits on coins that went up after that even more. That also sucks, but I can tell you the first, that sucks most because with the second scenario, you at least walk away with money and that's what you're in for. So don't try to aim for 100x because 100x is just like win Lambo. It's such a meme-ish thing, right? Like it's so common to make 100x. That's fucking crazy if you make 100x with crypto actually, right? And even if you do, it shouldn't be much, right? If you have a 10K portfolio and you try to go for 100x, right? Okay, but what amount are you using? Are you using that full 10K? Okay, it means that if you are going for 100x, you have to dig deep in the shitcoin casinos somewhere down in the trash can to find these explosive coins, right? But these are way higher risk as well. So there is a massive chance that you lose all your money. Well, you don't want to go all in on that. So let's say you want to do it with 5% of your portfolio or something, right? If you do it with 5% of your portfolio and you make 100x, fucking nice, really. But it's not gonna be that life-changing compared to the rest of your portfolio. So in theory, it sounds nice making an 100x. But if you put it into the real world, it's always disappointing, right? Unless you like go into pre-sales, right? And you buy it low and the token comes out and it did 100x, right? Like then you didn't have to ride and these are the things that give you the 100x exposures, of course. But other than that, try to stay a little realistic about your expectations. Using a strategy is way more easy. Like making 100x is not that hard actually, but it's more like, hey, for example, about cycle, right? First Bitcoin goes up, then altcoins go up. So what you could have done is you bought Bitcoin, you made a 4x out of Bitcoin. Let's say if you exactly timed everything correctly, right? You didn't probably, but 4x, right? That's nice. Now if you take that money and you put it into an altcoin that does 20x, right? Combined, that's already an 80x. Well, that 4x was very doable, and a 20x on an altcoin is also way more doable than 100x on a single altcoin. But then you're also already reaching that goal. So strategy above like gambling, in my opinion. Now, this one is this is what got me wrecked a lot, right? Getting your information from the right places. And what do I mean by that? At least don't get it from the wrong places. There's a lot of content about crypto, and everybody tries to look for that content to make it, right? And you can look it up, right? What's the type of content that people are looking for most when it comes to crypto? Top 10 altcoins to buy before bull market, bam, and this and that. That kind of shit, okay? That's nice, but there's a big fucking problem with that. Again, if you want to make it with crypto, I want to be very clear about this. Let me take a random altcoin. If you want to make it with crypto, how do you do that? Well, here, Avalanche, for example, is low, right? It's sitting at $9 right here. So you wanted to buy it right here. Now it's sitting at, it's $60, right? So it went here. Why? Because a lot of people here stepped in. So what's your job? to step in before all these people. That's how you buy it low and the pumps come after that, right? But how are you going to do that if you take this information from a YouTube video that everybody already has access to at the same time as you do and probably watch it before you, right? You're usually not the first to. So that's like, to make money with crypto, you have to know how to front run the rest, right? And by watching public YouTube videos, you are not really front running anybody. Okay. Also, a lot of these YouTubers, they don't necessarily know more than you do, right? I don't know more than you do. Like, it's maybe I do, maybe I don't, right? Like, but I'm just sharing what I know in the hope that some people, are helped by it. A lot of people might watch this video and feel like, dude, I already know all this stuff, right? Like, perfect. But a lot of YouTubers, they don't know that. They don't know all these kind of things, right? So if you just take it from a YouTuber with like a lot of followers, yeah, what does it tell you? Like, this is an example, right? Such a guy with 140K followers. A lot of people, they look at such a YouTube channel and they feel like, wow, he has more than 100,000 followers. He must know stuff. No, he knows how the YouTube algorithm works. And that's how he makes his money. If he were really that fucking brilliant with crypto, then why would he make all these videos? Especially all these smart shorts that are going slightly too fast so that you have to watch him 3 times so he gets a great audience retention and way more subscribers. And then the content itself, 100 to 1,000x cryptocurrencies. Like, it's so fucking common. Like, oh yeah, this altcoin could 1,000x, that altcoin could 1,000x, that altcoin. Like, what the fuck? Please be careful where, like, this is also, it sounds like a bash video, and it's definitely not, right? I'd like to give examples of certain projects or people that make it look like, certain results and returns in this crypto space are like the most common thing, while in reality, yeah, it's actually not, right? And you want to manage your expectations. So find some people who talk about cycles, not about specific altcoins too much, okay? Of course, if they tell you like, hey, this altcoin, like, it has this narrative and that and that and that, and it really like gives you the information about it, yeah, that's good. But if you find YouTubers that just say like, yeah, this altcoin and it will do so much access, that's like, it's less than nothing, that kind of content, right? Also, it's my next tip, and it's kind of also overlapping with this one. It does not, until a certain point, it does not really matter which altcoin you buy, right? And what do I mean by that is altcoins just follow the cycle. Okay, so we have Bitcoin, which is in the crypto space. Within the crypto space, Bitcoin is leading, right? Bitcoin always moves first. Altcoins, they feel like, okay, we follow. Well, when they follow in a certain point of the market, they follow harder, right? And that's still about to come, in my opinion. But Bitcoin is saying like, hey guys, here's our bottom and here's our top, and altcoins just follow, right? It's no coincidence that AVAX, for example, it topped out at the exact same time as Bitcoin did, right? And you can go over a lot of altcoins. Illuvium, for example, topped out also at the exact same time, right? And almost every single altcoin, it did, right? If you go to Cetify, for example, exact same time, all these, so they're just following the sign. So it's not like that you want to know which altcoins to buy so that they can make you a 10 or 100x right now, right? Like if you understand the 4-year cycle, and so far it's intact, right? So let's assume that until it's not, it is, right? That everything will top out at the end of 2025, give or take, right? So that goes for most altcoins as well, almost all of them. Now, it's up to the specific altcoin, like is it going up there with a 10x, 20x, 50x, whatever, right? And what you can do to kind of calculate that for yourself is to learn, right? Learn for yourself, not watch and apply, but watch, read, learn, and apply, right? What do I mean by that? Well, again, like if somebody tells you, oh, these are good altcoins, you can of course just blindly buy them and feel like, I don't want to deal with all this shit. I'll just buy what he says and I'll hold on to it and I'll see. Fine, if that's your strategy, I kind of understand that. But if you feel like, man, I want to really invest some time in this, then what you can do is, for example, see the file. I have it in my screen, right? Well, first off, I can just look at the chart and I can get a lot of information from this. But it's not everything, okay? First off, CeDeFi has more tokens in circulation here than here, right? So we can apply TA on this. But on the other hand, there's a very high chance that this will not go there, right? Because that actually means that CeDeFi has to go up with 3 times as much as that it did over here, if you know what I mean. So that's already one thing that you want to know, of course. The other thing is also, you don't want to compare apples to oranges in crypto, right? Some people, they look at, for example, CeDeFi, and they'll be like, there's $200 million market cap. There are altcoins with a $5 billion market cap, right? So it could go there. Yeah, but these altcoins with a $5 billion market cap, it's different. CeDeFi is a launchpad. Name one other launchpad that ever went to 5 billion, for example. Nothing. So that's not a fair comparison. So what you want to do is, Solana is a layer 1, right? Compared to other layer 1s. Illuvium is a game compared to other games. Decubate is a launchpad compared to other launchpads. ChainGPT is an AI project compared to other AI projects. See what's realistic, right? What can we actually compare it with? And then you get a way more realistic view of what's actually possible, in my opinion. Next one, super important. After you have your knowledge, because that's not everything, you have to have your balls, right? And what do I mean? If you are able to put your emotions aside, this is / shut down your emotions or go against it. But after you did that, you actually have to have the balls to get in and buy up the fear. I remember when we had so much Solana FUD right here, right? It was the FTX thing, and everybody said like, well, fuck FTX and fuck Solana, because FTX was holding a lot of Solana, and therefore Solana went down extra hard as well, right? I mean, Bitcoin went down 77%. If we put that on Solana, then the bottom for Solana would have been $57. But instead, Solana went down 7%, which put it at $8, right? So it got wrecked completely fucking harder than Bitcoin did, of course. And a lot of people were afraid. And I remember saying back then, but, the FTX shit happened, right? It has nothing to do with Solana. We had a general bear market. It had nothing to do with Solana. Solana is still one of the fastest chains, one of the cheapest chains. It's still a great product. So what's wrong with Solana? Right, so I remember defending Solana here and there, and a lot of people, they didn't like it anymore. They honestly hated it, right? And they feared it. And that's sometimes what you want to do. If you see that something is really hated on and feared for, while it's actually a really good thing, you might want to get in, right? From the bottom, this thing is now up with 21x. It's crazy. So when nobody wants or dares or cares or, whatever, you might want to consider like, okay, but what is the reason there for that? And is it actually a legit reason? Because, I don't know, Solana has proven like that if you go against it, you can do super well. Next one, I don't know, do we have 10 already? I have no clue, man, fuck it. But don't try to time stuff, right? Like I said, timing is super important. Timing is more important than whatsoever, but don't try to exactly time it, okay? Because like, for example, with Dogecoin, right? Like Dogecoin is a good example because it is just, the oldest altcoin, almost the oldest altcoin, and it survived every single bear market, and it always shows the same pattern, right? It goes into a bear market, gets into a range, 6 spike up, right? Bear market, range, 6 spike up, bear market, range, and 6 spike up probably. So, a lot of people, they probably looked at Dogecoin right here after it came down quite hard with 90%, and they didn't want to buy it. Right? They did not want to buy it because it was just like too wrecked and the trust wasn't there. Then it went up with 2.5x, and there they felt like, yeah, okay, now it's too late. Right? And here it was like, okay, now it's even lower. Let's not buy this. Here, oh man, it's even higher than here. Now it's actually too late, right? There's always a reason for not wanting to buying it. And here we have the same. Like Dogecoin came down again quite hard, like it always does, 93%. And people didn't want to buy it, of course, and now they might feel like it's too late. While this actually, if you look back at this bear market, even if you bought it here, you did pretty well, right? Well, matter of fact, you killed it. You absolutely nailed it with a fucking meme coin. So the same could be the case right now. Right? Do not try to pick it too much, okay? Whether you buy it here or here, yes, it's gonna make a huge fucking difference in your portfolio if you buy it here or here, definitely. But at the end of the day, when we are really in a big bull market, I'm not suggesting that Dogecoin goes to $10, by the way, but in the end of the day, when we are in a big bull market, you will not regret buying it here, right? Don't even try to do so. Because that's just like, you never know where the bottom is exactly, especially on altcoins. So for my next one, we have, of course, something that we all probably know about, DCA. Okay, DCA is important. There are people like Alex Becker, he just tweeted like, fuck DCA in crypto, just go all in at the bottom. Like, yeah, that's easy talking for someone who has a lot of money and takes like 5% of that money to put it all into the market. But some people that really don't have millions yet and they want to make that, they don't want to sacrifice all their money to just put it all at once in the market when it feels like the bottom is in, because you never know when the bottom is in. You could be wrong and then lose all your money. And in his specific example, if he lost it, he would just bought lower with more money probably, right? DCA is the way, actually. Because, right, like, for example, again, Dogecoin, here, it's sitting at lows, right? Here it's sitting, like, if it could break out at any time. You do not know what's going to happen. It could go down here, it could go down here, and it could go sideways. Right? So what's the best way to, make sure that you're safe? Buy the low, buy the high, buy the low, buy the high, buy the high, buy the low. Your average is somewhere around here right now. It's perfect. It's perfect. And if it goes lower, you buy more. Then your average is here. Right? There's no losing with that. Unless you're buying a certain coin, of course, that never goes up again. But overall, there's no losing. Right? So DCA is really the way. Even if you, with Bitcoin, bought all the tops so far in every market, you would still be in profit, let alone if you just DCA the lows and the highs. You're in big profit, and that's on Bitcoin, the big boring Bitcoin, right? Now, let me tell you, Bitcoin is not boring, okay? That's the next one, by the way. Keep that out of your head. Please, don't try to think that Bitcoin is boring, that altcoins are like the way to make it. Look at fucking Bitcoin and tell me that Bitcoin hasn't been letting people make it hard so far. Right? But people are saying like, yeah, no, from this point, it's not going to 10x. Right? Oh, so far it always worked out. What's different now? Right? Will Bitcoin never go to $1 million or something like that? Yeah. Will it give you an overnight return of a 15x? No. But I'm going to tell you, the most altcoins out there, they won't as well. And the ones that really have a shot to do that are also the ones that have a good chance of wrecking you, right? And it's also about risk reward. You came into crypto to make money. So at least lock in the fact that you're not losing money, all right? So therefore, going back to the taking profit strategy, you need to take profits, of course, at all times. All right, guys, this is all over the place. If you like the content, I want to feel like editing, maybe I edit it. I don't know. Edited. Let me know what's the most important thing to you. Leave a comment like, hey, dude, if you ever make such a video again, include this, right? Include this, because this now from the top of my head, when I walk away, go make love with my coffee machine, then I'll probably think about, oh yeah, this. So that's how it works, man, whatever. But these are the things that I think are super important. Again, it's all over the place. Forgive me and my ADHD, but I think it's super valuable. So if you think so, like the content, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. Let me know your best tips down below, and I'll see you guys very soon.